What is going on out there, peeps? Okay, so this morning, my friend shows up with his cup of coffee, sticks out his hand. He says, "Where's my dollar?" I thought it was for the coffee. He goes, "No, doily. Bitcoin went over $20,000. It almost hit 21,000. So I was like, congratulations, you were almost out of time. So I gave him his dollar and I came over here to see what was going on. We'll get into that here in just a minute because gold and silver is also on the move. A quick reminder, if you're thinking about buying precious metals, and you should, give a consideration to our friends over there at Money Metals Exchange. The link is in the description. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100 on precious metals, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a free half ounce of silver. For the return customers, if you spend more than $200 on precious metals, use promo code PEEPS, and Money Metals will give you $10 back. It's just their way of saying thank you to my subscribers. All right, you guys, this is another thing that keeps coming up, and I'll make sure you guys, because this was pointed out to me too. Look, I know underneath the comments, there's this person acting like they're me. They got the same name, they got the same logo, and they're posting fake stuff about calling people overseas and stuff. Don't fall for that. This is another way you could tell if it's me that's posting it. See this? My name will be gray. So when a person posts it from, that's if it's your YouTube channel, and when it's, since it's my YouTube channel, when I post in the comments, it turns gray like this. See this? That's how you know who the real person is. The other person is just fake. Another way to do it is just click it, like I said. If it's pops up and you see my videos there, well then who knows? But also a fake person could technically steal my videos and put it on another profile. So nonetheless, it should turn gray like this if it's on my YouTube channel. Okay, I just wanted to point that out because still that's happening from time to time. All right, everybody, you know I have my Facebook group, Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's been there for a little while. Feel free to come join me over there. The link is in the description. Also, I want to encourage everybody to come join my other YouTube channel, which is called The Hidden Things in Front of Your Eyes. Over there, we do talk about a lot of current event and subject matters. There's going to be stuff on the Great Reset going over there, as well as Pimpy News and some Nasera Jacera. We got to be careful with these type of subjects. They are booting people off big time. You guys already know I have Pimpy's Investment Chat, my regular YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys caught this or not, but yesterday I had an interview with Rice Crisp, but also with Lynette Zhang. And I tell you, I was giddy about it. I can see we're already at 7,000 views. I encourage you to come check it out. Everybody knows I love Lynette. I always say if I had Pimpy University, she definitely would be my gold and silver professor. All right, so what's going on in the markets? What's everybody excited about? Or at least my friend will run over and get his dollar. And the truth of the matter is, even if you lost the $5,000, it's no big. That's like a nickel to him. So that's why he's able to make that kind of bet. But nonetheless, you can see right here, it's up 20,591. It got as high as, what is this, $20,820. So it's on a run. Also, that's its 52-week high. Ethereum, my favorite, up $635.16. XRP made a move, but what I look for is this right here. I told you guys, although this big number looks good and it looks impressive, and when you see it go up $1,100, like, ooh, that's big money. But what I'm looking for, again, is an overall increase. This is a 6% increase. Ethereum went up 5%. XRP jumped up 13%. Litecoin went up 10%. All right, and you have XLM, which went up 7%. So the big winner in all this, it looks like so far, definitely is XRP at 13% increase over your initial investment. So I told you I wasn't sure what I'm going to do with cryptocurrencies. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. Again, I just think this is just a trap, but I'm also smart enough to know there's a window of opportunity in which we could make some money off this bad boy. Having said that, let's take a look at gold and silver. It's slowly but surely creeping up, but people are so focused on cryptocurrencies, I still can't help but feel like that's some form of distraction to keep people from jumping on the precious metals bandwagon. In addition to that, I still think that these billionaires and hedge funds are putting their money into, large amounts of money, by the way, into cryptocurrencies for either one or two reasons, either to distract people from gold and silver, or to protect themselves from some type of bail-in. All right. So you can see we are in the green. We are rocking and rolling. Gold is up $3. It's already at $18.58 and slowly creeping up. Silver is already above the $25 mark. We're still a little about $4 away from where it was, but we are starting to climb there slowly but surely. It's going to get there. By the end of the year, I still think we're going to be out where I predicted. All right. So what are we seeing right here? There's an interesting article, but it says blockchain bites, Bitcoin crushes all-time. What the heck? Get the hell out of my way. It says the Bitcoin crushes all-time highs, surges over 20,000. Free Ross move it gains Trump's ears. So what's it say here? Well, you see here, it's a good day to be a Bitcoiner. The top cryptocurrency by market cap officially crossed a 20,000 level. Yeah, if you owned the Bitcoin full coins back when they were cheap, it'd be a good day. But again, they're still not the big gainers. I just showed you. Look at percentage wise, and it looks like XRP was the big gainer at 14% increase. So it goes on here, and these are the things I'm always looking for, of course. Ruffer, a 27 billion London-based asset manager, allocated 2.7% of the firm's assets under management to Bitcoin in November, according to the client memo. That's some 744 million of fresh capital plowed into the top crypto by market cap. We see this in small but potent insurance policies against the continuing devaluation of the world's major currencies. That particular part of the statement is what catches my attention, where it says that, we see a small but potent insurance policy against the continuing devaluation of the world's major currencies. Again, this is just them trying to inoculate people, or not inoculate, but what do you call it? Get people used to cryptocurrencies, getting them to like them, indoctrinating you into cryptocurrencies. All these types of news articles is just their way of trying to get you to accept what they have coming up for us, which is to be 100% digital. I'm not falling for it. Again, they use that whole thing about, being total anonymity, undetected. Everybody's talking about back in those days, oh, you don't have to pay taxes on it. Now you do, so, there's other strategies, of course, you can avoid paying taxes. But again, you have to be careful with that type of stuff. But nonetheless, now it's being regulated. I think it's interesting now, all of a sudden, all these people that own these exchanges are magically being busted for money laundering as well as fraud. Pretty soon you're going to start seeing a narrowing of, exchanges. So again, I'm still weary of this, and I don't support it at all. I told you on my last video, I'm thinking about pulling out altogether regardless of the gains, just because I don't want to support this type of thing. I'm not a fan of it, because the more they start getting people used to this idea, like they do everything else, eventually they just pull the trigger, and people will have to do 100% digital currency, which is not good in any way, shape, or form. Like I said, an EMP hit, like power going out, hacking. There's too many things going on to make it 100% fail proof. So to keep it from being that way. So look at this. Building on Ether, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange announced Wednesday it will launch a futures contract on Ether. Yes, Ethereum, the world's second largest cryptocurrency by market value, in February 2021. CME Group said it was building on the success of Bitcoin futures and options launched 3 years ago, which has become synonymous with institutional trading. So again, more things happening for Ethereum coin. It's the one I like. Crypto checking. So when I told you guys all cryptocurrency is, eventually it's just a new updated version of the old Swift system. So now you have on some of these cryptocurrencies, you can leave it in there like you could in a bank back in the olden days and draw pretty good percent interest just for keeping it there. Ethereum 2.0, they have that where you could have deposited 32 Ethereum coins, left them there, and drew, for you go in agreement for a specific amount of time, and you will get X amount percent back. I think is how it works. But now they got checking. You have ATM cards. And they have credit cards. Do you see what I'm doing? It's the same thing. It's just all they did is modernize banking. They're trying to make it 100% digital. Pretty soon they're going to tell you that you're going to get cooties if you touch fiat currency. Therefore, they can't have fiat currency because the Rona will make you sick and die just by looking at money. Yeah, if you look at money, you'll die of the Rona. Yeah, that's coming up. So look at this. A New York-based Quontic bank has become the first FDIC-insured financial institution to launch Bitcoin rewards checking program, man. All this is just a fancier way. This is more control. That's all this is. You understand that? All it is more control. This is how they do it. They sucker you in. It looks really alluring. It looks, you're like, oh, this is good. And then you get into it, and then you find out that all these things that they're doing, it's just more forms of control. That's one of the things that Lynette Zhang and I talked yesterday about in our interview was, when it comes to cryptocurrencies, there's a concern about, them trying to do 100% digital. She doesn't support it. I don't support it. It's one thing if they could find a way to be able to exchange this for some type of asset-backed currency. That would be awesome. You hear me talk about that all the time. But nonetheless, there's all kinds of other good stuff in here. I'll leave this down here. It says a happy staking Ethereum Foundation research. Danny Bryan sat for an interview for an hour on Ethereum 2.0. So there's all these other articles that you guys can go check out. I will leave a link for this. But real quick, it says rumor of President Trump may pardon Ross Ulbricht, the founder and administrator of the Silk Road darknet drug market, who is currently serving 2 consecutive licenses plus 40 years without the possibility of parole. In 2015, Ulbricht, this is the guy I was talking about, you guys, on the dark web. They were telling everybody, hey, he owed this is the largest drug trade. I mean, you could literally go in there and buy any drugs you want. It was unbelievable. And how cheap it is. You could buy like a kilo of uncut, pure, fresh cocaine from overseas with cryptocurrencies for so cheap it wasn't even funny. So you could do that, and it would find sneaky ways to make sure that you got it. So this is the guy that put together this Silk Road Dragnet. So he's in 2015, Ulbricht was sentenced for crimes related to his 183 million darknet operation, including computer fraud, money laundering, and drug charges. Silk Road was an open bazaar for merchants and buyers to commerce and thousands of drug listings. It was crazy. And at its height, anything from marijuana to heroin. Yeah, the purest and the best and the greatest was on there. I used to listen to people brag about it all the time. Despite the obvious criminality of such a website, Ulbricht was the first-time offender accused of nonviolent crimes. Many criminal justice activists think Ulbricht's sentence is excessive, while others point to the evidence of mishandling of justice at the procedural level. Yeah, of course, they wanted to get this guy and nail him big time. All right. But look, let's also be clear about some things. What does it say over here? On its face, there's a discrepancy between Ulbricht's punishment and what might be expected. For instance, other Silk Road admins charged with similar offenses were given sentences varying from 17 months to 6.5 years. Carl Farrell, the chief executive of the sex trafficking site Backpage, was sentenced up to 5 years in prison for money laundering and prostitution charges. Yeah, there was a lot of sex trafficking on Backpage. So we'll see. There's a movement to get him pardoned by Trump. Let's see if it happens. You know how Trump feels about drugs in the first place, but first-time offenders. And if he's looking at other people who were, the way there were sentences, you kind of want things fair. But anything dealing with sex trafficking, I think these people should always get the highest level of punishment. That's when it comes to children. Anyways, more on this. I'm going to leave this link for you guys. Go check this out. New York's Quontic becomes the first bank to offer a Bitcoin rewards debit card. I told you all this is just an updated version of our current bank system, except for it's even worse. They still have fractional on here. Yeah, fractional banking. not only that, I'm pretty sure they found other ways to do derivatives, but in a more technology driven way, a better way to hide it, a better way to steal your money, taxing you to death, the whole 9 yards. So nonetheless, I'll leave these all for you here. But yeah, to my friend, the funny thing is I told him, well, you bought me coffee, and then I gave him $1 back. But I think it's the principle for him. Nonetheless, good call. And Gary, I'm sure you'll be thrilled to death about that. So yeah, congrats to Bitcoin. It had reached 20,800. For those of you who are interested in buying cryptocurrencies, there is a link underneath the video. Just click it and it will take you to where you can buy cryptocurrencies. And as I said before, because people often who are newbies ask me this question, where it says Bitcoin, if Bitcoin costs 20,601.30 cents for a Bitcoin, you don't need all that money to buy some Bitcoin. You could buy fractionals. In other words, if you wanted to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, you could go into the link that I have down below in the video, click it, and purchase $100 worth of Bitcoin. It's not a full Bitcoin. It's a fraction of a Bitcoin. And you could do that with all of these cryptocurrencies, all right? So some of them are a little bit more affordable than others. I mean, XRP is only 51 cents. Ethereum, which is my favorite, says 619. I mean, how you can get XLM right now at 17.5 cents if you wanted to get a bunch of these and just see what happens. But again, it's up 7% here. XRP is up 13%. Looks like they're starting to drop just a little bit. But nonetheless, congrats to everybody who are holding on to the cryptocurrencies. Like I said, there is a window of opportunity, and I do believe we are in that window. Once last time, I want to encourage everybody to come join my second YouTube channel. It has been up longer actually than my other YouTube channel, but I haven't put a lot of videos in here. But I'm going to be putting ones in here that you guys could come check out. I just want to separate the two types of information that I share on YouTube, just to keep from there being any hassles. Okay. All right, you guys, that's it for now. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think because I know my crypto bugs in here are going to lose their effing mind. They're thrilled to death, and they're very loyal to cryptocurrencies. So here's what I'm curious for you crypto bugs. Maybe you could give me an answer I don't have. What is the alternative if the power should go out? How do you get access to your money? Now, I will say this. I saw a digital, it looked like a digital ATM or digital like credit card, and on there it only had the four major cryptocurrencies on it. You could choose which one you wanted, and then you would swipe it like an ATM card. Maybe that's cool if the power's down somewhere and you have your card somewhere else. I don't know how that's going to work, but let's just say China does do an EMP strike, boom, and the power is out. How do you get access to your money? That's my question. See, in a bank, I could just go in a bank. And we could do paper. They used to keep paper ledgers back in the day. I'm sure if the power went out, you can't use the ATM card. But that's the great thing about having physical gold and silver. If I can't get to the power isn't turned on, and I can't even go to the bank to get money, or I can't use my my cryptocurrencies, well, then you're screwed. But that's also why I have 6 months worth of expenses plus 10% of cash in my safe, just in case. Can you take out of your crypto holdings and put it in your safe so you can spend later cryptocurrencies? No, you can't. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. So yeah, that was my coffee plus $1 had to give up. Yeah, he's pretty thrilled about it. I'm sure a lot of other people are too. All right, I'll catch you later.